Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. So today I am going to be covering 90 Fiance the Other Way, Season 2, Episode 9 and 10. These episodes were kind of boring, I'm not gonna lie. I didn't hear great things about Episode 9, so I kind of skipped that week, but I'm now caught up on both episodes. I feel like next week seems more exciting than the last two episodes, but we'll kind of see what happens from there. But I'm trying to think about when are they planning on ending this series, because it's not, I don't know, it just seems really boring, and I feel like they really should do this series, because the series, I don't know, it's not that appealing as the other spin-offs they have. So with that being said, let's jump into it. So we're going to start off with Ariella and Binyam. So there has been no talks about how this apartment's going to look and the progress that's being done. They go and meet Binyam's brother and two sisters to kind of discuss nothing, because either way, I don't think anything would put Ariella's mom at ease, because her daughter is not in the same country as her, so I can understand from her perspective as just like, this is a very scary experience for her. Ariella sometimes seems like really dumb, and I'm just like, she just seems like she's there, like she's just there, she's just, I don't know. Anyways, they introduced her to some Ethiopian traditions, when you feed the other person, and I was skeptical about the raw meat and butter because I know how my stomach stays, and like my meat needs to be cooked, but you know, at least I like that they were willing to participate versus just being like, ew, like no, it's gross. One of the things that they brought up is being apprehensive towards Ariella because of what happened to Binyam the first time of his American wife leaving and taking the child and just not returning. So I understand their reservations, but like also your brother decided to do this again. So if he has faith in Ariella, they should have faith in her too. But I can understand them being apprehensive, but like, it is what it is. So then you also get to see him at his job, which he's a dancer. And like that, I feel like the word dancer, like the profession, has a lot of meanings, because you can dance in different ways and different styles at different venues or different places. So he's like an entertainer at like a loungy bar place, which I felt like Ariella didn't really belong there with her pregnant self, because I'm making the assumption she's seen him at his job before, but the way she was acting like she didn't. And I don't know how much money he could make, because is he like a contractor? Is he hired on by the club? Does he work for the club? Like, what's that situation, and is that enough to support your family? So then you see him dancing with this girl. They're doing some kind of like dance routine, and then you find out that it's his ex-girlfriend, which I'm like, where they do that at? Like, he can't find no other girl to dance with. And even if they were exes from a long time ago, I don't know if I'd feel comfortable with you. And it's not like them performing is the problem. Before they perform, they have to practice, they have history. I'd feel uneasy, especially because like I'm here pregnant and you're off dancing with a pretty girl that's in shape and blah blah blah. What I didn't like though was Ariella's mother. She was like an instigator, and she was like being she wasn't helping the situation, because she kept saying like, oh, look at that girl, look how flexible she is, oh, look how cool she is, oh, look at this and this and this. So I kind of thought that was uncool of her mother, but it is what it is. So next we have Devin and Jihoon. There was a lot of them for both episodes. One thing I don't like is Jihoon's mother is always on his side, but I think just because that's her son. I feel like she's not looking at things from a logical perspective and not really taking into account that your son is trash and your son's a deadbeat father. And like, she's not fathoming this. It's just like, you're attacking my son, so I'm gonna defend him standpoint. I love that his father is kind of just like, nah, that's not the situation. My son should have been stepping up to the plate and he didn't. Like, I like when people take accountability, and his father like showed that, okay, my son effed up and he needs to do better. So yeah, I do like Jihoon's father. These whole 2 episodes, Jihoon doesn't want Devin to leave, and he's trying to convince her to give him another chance. He says a lot of the wrong thing though. When he mentioned that the reason to me that he was a deadbeat dad is because of the long distance and that he didn't really take her seriously, which I was like, Jihoon, don't say that, because I don't think he understands what it means, because that kind of like was a slap in the face to Devin, because it was just like, I was like fully pregnant with your child and you didn't take me seriously because I was far away. Like, if your child like didn't exist, and like if we didn't talk about being a family and me moving there. So he kind of just like effed up the situation more. What Devin suggested was for him to like show her he had the 3,000 yen, and he went to go get it to show he has proof that like he did have that money. I don't know how long that money can last, but Jihoon needs to do way more than that to show me that he is ready to be a father. Like, I don't know how else to put it. Like, I don't understand, like, why is it so hard for him to understand that he has responsibilities and he needs to be a father and step up to the plate. But that's kind of like the runaround. It's always about Jihoon and his mistakes and stuff. I think Devin's mistake is that she's trusting Jihoon, and that she's not giving him time to build up his, I don't say his wealth or like find a career, because I'm not bringing my children to that type of situation. You have to make sure that you've come correct. If you haven't, I'd be glad to take my kids and go. So for her to give him another chance for them to struggle, because he doesn't have a good job, he still needs to find a place for them, that's too much for me. So next we have Tim and Melissa. I don't know, Melissa's not really doing it for me. She comes off as very like emotionless, very just like cold, and I understand that she's upset with Tim for cheating, but if you're not going to make an effort to try to look past it, then like don't bother having him come down there and stuff like this, because she just seems like she's just mad. She's just mad, or she's just annoyed, or it's just always on her mind. And if it's always on her mind and it's something that she can't let go, which is fine too, I don't think she needs to be with him. So her mom knows the truth and her dad doesn't. They go to a meeting. Sorry, that's my dog. They go to meet her parents, and I love that Tim has he's able to speak Spanish, at least conversationally. Unlike a lot of these cast members, they don't know the language at all. They don't take time to learn the language, not even a hi, bye, how are you type of thing. But he can say some sentences. you learn that her mom is kind of like, F you, that was a really dick move you did, I can't believe it. Like, I will always remember that. So I feel like it's going to be way harder for him to win over her mom, because her mom stayed mad, which I can see where she gets it from, but her mom is like still mad. And then eventually he decides that he wants to tell her father. So he tells her father, and he's upset too, to the point that he's just like, I don't think you guys should like make it work, like it's over, type of thing. So I don't know how that's gonna happen. It looks like they don't live with the parents, so that's kind of good because it gives them an opportunity to work on their relationship. But I don't know, I'm just like, it's a bad place to be in, and I don't know how he's going to convince her parents that this is okay, and I don't know how she's going to convince herself that she's forgiven him, because I don't see him anywhere to the point that they're ready to move on. They're still kind of bringing up the same topics. So next we have Jenny and Sumit. Jenny and Sumit need to be off the show. Marriage, 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 parents, parents, parents. That's all they've been talking about for 2 seasons. They meet Sumit's brother, and Sumit's brother tells him that the parents don't approve. Shocker. He says that he's trying to convince them, try to talk to them, but they're not really hearing it, that they should make one more effort to speak with the parents and kind of come to some kind of conclusion. Sumit obviously doesn't want to lose the relationship with his family, but he's not trying to pick an ultimate. He doesn't want an ultimatum given to him. And Jenny's like, well, I'm not going nowhere, blah, 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 so they have to get used to me and stuff like that. So it is what it is. But that's it with them. Next, Armando and Kenneth. Really wasn't much with them. Kenneth is going to propose to Armando at this beautiful place on the water. And 2 of his daughters have flown down, and that's really about it. They get prepared for the proposal. I feel like Armando was genuinely surprised, because I like the way that Kenneth was like saying everything. I was just like, okay, oh yeah, you guys are gonna go down there and take pictures, okay. And then he was just saying like really nice things, and then he was proposed to, and he accepted the proposal, and then he saw everybody who was there to celebrate their reunion. So that's kind of it with them. And then last but not least, we have Brittany and Yazin. I'm tired of this couple too. She's not trying to become a Muslim. Let's be honest. Like, I don't understand. I don't understand why Yazin thinks that this is gonna happen, and I don't understand how Brittany thinks that Yazin is not gonna find out that she can't marry him because she's already married. And I'm like, they've talked about that, what, the first or second episode, and never mentioned it again. He was teaching her some things about his like religion and how they pray and stuff like this, and everything that Brittany was doing, I was just like, she doesn't want to do this. She's not doing this. And he takes her out for, I guess, tea, and tells her that he's going to speak to his parents because his uncle has decided that they need to come together as a family and have a meeting and discuss everything. And the thing is, Brittany has like a couple days to kind of reveal to him whether she wants to become a Muslim or not. And she's told him that she doesn't know, and let's be honest, she's not going to be converting, and Yasmin claims he's not pressuring her, but he's pressuring her, and I feel like that's the only thing we're gonna see from them. Like, the marriage thing, her previous marriage thing has not been announced, and she's not planning on becoming a Muslim, let's be honest. I don't even know how she's planning on surviving in Jordan, especially based on what she's accustomed to. So yeah, I'm kind of done with her and her foolishness. I feel like, to be honest, she was there on the show for clout. Whether she loved Yazin or not, whatever. But it seems very producer-driven drama. So with that being said, it's one of the quickest summaries I've done of 2 episodes, 2 hours of content of 9 Day Fiance, The Other Way, Season 2, Episode 9 and 10. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Thanks for watching.
Yeah. I'm just a dumb cunt, fucking sick and tired of it. Maybe I could front love, maybe I could buy a zip, maybe I get fucked up. Next time I could save some. Why it's gotta be like this? Why it's gotta be that way? Put it inside. Feel so rise up, banging on that loud.